Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. Today's video is a little bit different. I wanted to catch up with you all and fill you in on some things that might be of interest. For those of you who have been with me since the beginning of this project, which was almost a year ago now, you will know how incredibly invested I am in building solid connections with you. And it's something that brings me so much joy. I'm going to insert here on the screen some of the feedback that I've had from you guys because it really shows how genuine connection, even when it's thousands of miles away, can really help human beings on their very difficult path of self-discovery. So many of you have been asking me for a while now whether I'm going to be doing one-on-one coaching, and the answer is yes, finally, after I've held back for so long. It's just I needed to recompose after my last project, which for those of you who don't know, I started off in the dating industry as a dating coach for men, and I think that after the break that I took, I'm finally ready to get back into coaching, even though my approach is different, my perspective is different, my goal is different, so I'm ready to get back into it. The video about my experience as a dating coach for men, I know I've promised so many times. It's happening. I just, once again, needed time to really process everything that I learned. It was a very unique experience. It was a very intense job. And I think I'm finally reaching that moment where I'm ready to tell you the story. And hopefully you will gain a really good perspective of what it's really like to work in that particular industry, especially in the core of it. And this actually brings me to my next point, which is YouTube. So a lot of you know that I've been shadow banned a few times. I get messages all the time from people telling me that they don't get notified for my videos, even though they have their notifications on. Comments are getting deleted. It's just basically YouTube makes it super hard for new creators to reach any sort of threshold, especially if they talk about controversial topics like I am, and especially if they lean more towards the traditional values like I am. All of that makes getting monetized and expanding really hard, which is crucial for everyone, but particularly for new creators who want to reach any sort of audience. There are so many topics that you guys request that I am dying to film, but at the same time I know that if I put it on YouTube, it's just gonna go to waste, and that's really frustrating. On top of that, there is so much value that I want to bring you guys. You may have noticed that in most of my videos I try to stay pH neutral. I present both sides of the argument fairly, so to say, and I rarely actually give you the steps that you could undertake to overcome a particular issue. And there's actually two reasons for that. The first reason is YouTube's policies and community guidelines. And the second reason is that my style of coaching is very provocative. I ask very uncomfortable questions, and not everyone can appreciate that because some people simply like to get their wounds stroked. And for those people, there's plenty of content available, but it's just not something that I can do. And this is why I pride myself in the audience that I've been able to reach, because you guys are tough. You guys take responsibility for yourself and you acknowledge that there is work to be done. And if anything, you push me to work on myself continuously, which is something that I am so grateful for. So yeah, there's just so much that I want to give you, and I also want to do it in a safe space where we can all interact with each other, because currently I am speaking to many of you on a daily basis, and very often we discuss incredibly similar topics. And I catch myself thinking, okay, so this person said this, and that would be so useful for this person in my other DM. So sometimes I just want to like pop us all into a group chat where we can all discuss these topics, because it's so healthy, man. I'm not exaggerating the abundance of valuable information that I'm able to exchange with you all on a daily basis. It's just incredible. I've decided that alongside YouTube, it's time for me to create a Patreon page where, depending on your needs, you'll be able to find mental health tutorials on different topics, controversial videos that YouTube was just saying to waste, including early access to these videos, guided meditations that I've created, self-assessment sheets, Q&As, personalized tarot readings, and just so much more resources. And of course, this will help me continue to do the work that I love to do, and it will significantly contribute to creating high quality content in the future, as well as products, because that's also something that I'm working on. There's some really exciting things that I'm planning for the future. So yeah, feel free to tap the link in the description down below so that you can explore my Patreon page. There's already so much content on there for you to explore. I would love it if you can subscribe, and I appreciate your support so much. I really am beyond grateful for every single one of you. You truly make this whole experience incredibly worth it. I hope you have a really lovely week. Thank you so much once again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!